What you know?
I can't tell you. Approximately 2:19 this afternoon, deputies located a vehicle off the roadway in the woods, off I-20.
And how is that connected to the case of Yolanda?
I can't tell you. The vehicle has some similarities to Yolanda's vehicle, so we're currently in the investigative stages now to see if that is the same vehicle or not.
How did you find the vehicle?
Deputies located it with a ping from a cell, not from the cell phone, but some certain towers. You know, we started along with GBI and the Newton County DA's office and our crime investigations department. We started pinging with cell towers, and we started a couple days ago working eastbound, and then we were working westbound, and we located the vehicle today.
Now, while we were out there, we saw the coroner's office leaving as well. Was that just there for as a precaution, or?
Coroner's office was called due to a vehicle we didn't know what we had, so coroner's office was called to the scene.
So was there a body in the vehicle?
I can't verify that or anything.
I noticed Yolanda Brown's family here. Did you guys just meet with them?
We just met with them to talk to them about what was found today and see if we couldn't gather a little bit more information from them.
And can you talk about what happens next? So it gets towed to the GBI. Talk about what happens.
Was going to the GBI. They've been working extensively with us on this. They're going to perform an autopsy later this week, and once all this is complete, and we'll have more information.
An autopsy on what?
On the vehicle. They're going to do a complete search of the vehicle, search warrants, and everything on that. They're going to
So
come.
is Yolanda Brown still considered missing right now?
Yes.
As far as the crash, I mean, did you guys see where it ran off the road? Any idea what happened there near the night?
Well, Georgia State Patrol did show up, and the skirt team showed up, so you can probably get that information from Georgia State Patrol.
So they're working with you guys?
Yes, Georgia State Patrol with the skirt team is working with us.
So I just want to clarify, an autopsy of the car or a body found?
Well, they're not doing an autopsy of the car. They're doing a complete, medical examiner's office is one of the top around, so they're doing a complete, thorough investigation of the car completely.
Was there anything else found in the car? Cell phone, purse?
I can't comment on purse, cell phone, or anything else located in the vehicle. We just did locate the vehicle.
But you guys are still actively investigating?
It is an active, ongoing investigation. And like I say, once we get more information here in a couple days or so, we'll hold another news conference and we'll give out what we have. But right now, it is definitely ongoing.
Is there any indication of how long the car had been there?
No indication. I couldn't tell you that. I'm pretty sure that GBI's office will be able to determine that.
And is this close to where Miss Brown lives? Or?
Not really.
Now, this is so close to you guys. I mean, the sheriff's office, you're only about 1.5 miles from here. Have you guys been searching that area before, or did you just?
Oh yes, we started searching the eastbound sides of I-20 last week, and we're methodically just working down the interstate and then coming back westbound.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant. Appreciate it. All your help today. Thank you.
Like I say, once we get something more, like I said, with the GBI, it'll probably be Thursday, Friday maybe.
Are you guys still the leaders? Yeah.
We're working it together.
Sergeant, do you mind standing here with me? We'll just take you live real quickly. And what you're going to do is you're going to look over here to me, not into the camera, okay? Red link getter.
11 Live News at 6 p.m. starts now.
We continue to follow breaking news connected to the search for a missing Covington mother. Yolanda Brown hasn't been seen for more than a week.
Yeah, so this is what we know. Within the last couple of hours, investigators found a badly damaged vehicle in a wooded area. This was right off of Interstate 20 in Covington, and they said it matches the description of her car. And now they're talking to the family now at the Newton County Sheriff's Office, and we're going to have a lot more here shortly.
We are also following breaking news out of Walton County, where just moments ago we learned a man has died after a shooting involving a deputy. So here's a look at the scene near Highway 11, or maybe we'll get to that if we can. This taking place near Highway 11 near Mountain Creek Church Road, and deputies say they responded to a call of a man acting violently at a home. They say they found 63-year-old Dennis McCullers holding a handgun. They say he refused to drop the weapon and pointed it at deputies. Deputies fired back, shooting and killing him, but no deputies were injured. The GBI is investigating. We'll, of course, continue to follow this story and others, breaking news and getting you the latest details on our 11 Alive News app.
Right now, memorials are growing for 2 Cobb County Sheriff's deputies shot and killed while trying to serve an arrest warrant in Marietta. And tonight, 11 Alive Joe Ripley is in Cobb County as the community continues to show respect and appreciation for those fallen deputies.
And he has a warning from the sheriff's office about people trying to take advantage of those of you who are wanting to help the deputies' families.
It's just like he was there one day and the next day he's not.
Anna Calcaterra looked on at the memorial for her friend and running buddy, Jonathan Koleski.
May God give you peace and comfort.
The community left notes, laid flowers, and posted flags by 2 squad cars to show their support for Koleski and Marshall Irvin, the 2 Cobb County deputies killed in the line of duty.
He was so loud and so energetic. I can't even imagine him not being here anymore because he had such an impact on all of us runners.
The deputies were serving a warrant Thursday night when police say they were shot and killed. 2 suspects are now behind bars facing charges. Meantime, a memorial outside the Hampton Glen neighborhood grows by the day. David Post with Care for Cobbs is working to help the deputies' families.
And the check that we send them is kind of like a stopgap because it could take weeks or longer before they get any kind of insurance payments.
Tonight, the Cobb County Sheriff's Office is also warning about reported scammers trying to take advantage with fake accounts. It recommends giving to the Cobb Sheriff's Foundation to make sure your money goes where you intend. Memorial services for Deputy Koleski will be held Wednesday. Deputy Irvin will have his memorial services on Thursday. It's expected law enforcement from all across Georgia will participate in a procession for each deputy. You can find more details at 11alive.com. In Cobb County, Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.
We also want to let you know Cobb County is rescheduling all traffic cases that were set for Wednesday and Thursday. This is to allow employees and court personnel to attend the funeral services for Deputy Irvin and Koleski. So if you are impacted, you'll receive notification about your new court date. And if you're looking for more information on the deputies' visitations and funerals, you can head over to our website, 11alive.com. We have the specifics on the services planned for the deputies, as well as a detailed listing and more information on the criminal histories of the 2 suspects who are in custody. You can find that on our homepage.
Turning now to your forecast, we have a live look over Atlanta as a cold front, that's right, a cold front makes its way into our area. Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb joining us now. And Chris, could we actually feel a taste of fall tonight?
We will. It's going to feel a little bit like it. It's going to be a tease though, because it's not going to last forever, but we're going to notice those temperatures falling this evening, tomorrow morning, waking up to some of the coolest temperatures that we have had since last May. And that's all thanks to the cold front moving in. As it moved through Atlanta, it didn't really have much in the form of rain with it, but we do have some showers developing along that front and some thunder and lightning that just moved out of Putnam County, exiting Greene County right now, continued to move over to the east there throughout parts of along I-20 there into parts of eastern Georgia, also stretching down toward the Macon area. This is the front. Ahead of that, this is where we have that rain and some of those storms. Behind it, that's where the air mass is finally changing. We're going from a very moist and hot air mass to a slightly cooler and drier air mass with that northwest flow bringing in those more comfortable temperatures. And you'll begin to notice it this evening. If you're going to be out and about tonight, we will have mainly clear skies. We have a few clouds out there right now, but those will be clearing out. But look at this, by 10 o'clock we're in the lower 70s. There have been a lot of mornings here this summer where the temperatures have been in the 70s. We'll already be almost cooler than that through this evening and then dropping in there. You see upper 50s here by tomorrow morning still with that mostly sunny sky. So we're going to do it. We're going to go with an 11 on the wazometer here for tomorrow. That's our scale from 1 to 11, where an 11 is a perfect day. That low of 58, high of 81 with mostly sunny skies. Stay with us. I'll let you know how long the drier air is going to stick around and how long it'll stay cooler than average too.
Let's get you back out to that breaking news from the top of our newscast and that search for the missing mother. Our Cody Alcorn is live right now with the Newton County Sheriff's Office with one of the investigators on this case. Cody.
We continue to follow that breaking news here in Newton County, where a vehicle has been found in the search for Yolanda Brown. Of course, she has been missing since September 3rd when she was last seen leaving that pub on Virginia Avenue in Hapeville. And now here we are on this Monday, and there is an active investigation here in Newton County. Right now, Investigator Redlinger with me. You were out at that scene. I saw you. So walk us through how you guys found this vehicle on the westbound side today.
Investigators we were out walking the side of the interstate following pings for the last week and a half.
And all tied to the Yolanda Brown disappearance, correct?
That's correct.
And this car, we saw it was pretty heavily damaged. Just walk us through the investigative phase once you found that vehicle, what you guys have been doing out there, not too far from here.
All I can tell you is that a vehicle with some similarities was located in the woods, and that vehicle is being transferred to the GBI headquarters.
And you mentioned State Patrol, GBI, and your office now investigating?
Yes, State Patrol was called out to the scene along with their skirt team to reenact the accident, and all three of us will be working together the rest of this week, and hopefully we can come up with some more answers.
We saw the coroner's van out there. Any information you can give us on why that was there?
I really can't comment on that.
And at this point, what's the status of Yolanda Brown's case?
It is still active, ongoing investigation.
And what are you guys hoping from here? So you got the car out of there. What's the next phase in this investigation? I know her family was here.
Yes, we were just talking to the family to let them know that we had located a vehicle that had some similarities, and we wanted the family to hear it from us and not news media or anybody else. The GBI is going to go ahead and comb through the car, and then once they have all their information, we're going to get with them at the end of the week.
And just to clarify for people watching, as of right now, Yolanda Brown still considered a missing person?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it, investigator.
Appreciate it.
So again, still a lot of unanswered questions here, as this is an active and ongoing investigation. But again, I can confirm Yolanda's son, Joshua, who heard from during a news conference last week, pleading for the public to find his mom, was here. I have not seen him since, but of course, we have a lot more to get to, a lot more answers we want here as well, and we'll continue to find those answers for you. But right now, Yolanda Brown still considered a missing person here in Newton County.
Yeah, hopefully the family gets those answers really quickly here, Cody. Thanks a lot. Good work, sir. A nonprofit organization helping men recover from drugs and alcohol is still fighting to stay open tonight and is willing to take Cherokee County officials all the way to federal court to make that happen. 11 Live's Caitlin Ross is looking into why the county is now revoking its zoning approval and why the nonprofit is calling it discrimination.
When the founder of Vision Warriors bought this property in 2017, his vision was clear. He was going to run it as a nonprofit for men in active recovery from drug and alcohol abuse. And he says he told the county what he was doing every step of the way. He showed me the documentation that the county gave the nonprofit for zoning and occupancy needed to run the program in an old missionary building in Cherokee County. Kirk Driscoll says months later, the county moved to revoke that license because the neighbors complained, saying they didn't want the facility on their street.
Everybody wants us to help, just not help in their backyard. And we did everything you could possibly do as a property owner or someone seeking approval and gained it. And then it was stolen.
A legal nonprofit filed a lawsuit against the county in federal court, alleging discrimination. The judge sided with the county and ruled it had the right to revoke the zoning approval. The chairman of the Cherokee County Board of Commissioners told me a previous county zoning administrator incorrectly gave Vision Warriors permission to operate there. Court records show that permission was pulled after the nonprofit was already in business. But Driscoll says none of the commissioners have ever even come out to see what they do there.
And it's shameful that not a county commissioner in this county has stepped foot on this property to see what we're doing, but yet they will rule from a bench and never visit.
So what happens next? He says they're still waiting to get a hearing at the appellate court, and they're willing to fight this all the way to the top. Reporting in Woodstock, Caitlin Ross, 11 Alive News.
Right now, the search is on for a man accused of killing his wife by shooting in Clayton County. Take a look at your screen. This is Ukuko Thurman, the person that police say they are looking for. He allegedly shot his wife, Terry Livingston Jett, in Lovejoy in her car last Friday. Neighbors in the area tell us they won't feel safe until he's captured.
I mean, I don't really know. It's not really safe because I didn't expect nothing like that to happen. But it is very weird and crazy that happened all behind in the backyard.
Lovejoy police are asking anyone who knows where Thurman could be to contact them, but they do say not to approach him. He is considered armed and dangerous. We are just a couple of months out from the November elections, and the state of Georgia is working now to verify the accuracy of its voting machines. Today, Fulton County elections officials tested the county's voting machines. They made sure the machines are getting loaded with the correct election files, which are certified by Georgia's Secretary of State. Election accuracy has been under the microscope in Georgia and in Walton County since the 2020 presidential election. The machines will next head to their polling locations.
Could be Atlanta be a step closer to chilling out on prosecuting psychedelics? New at Next at 6, why there is now a push to deprioritize some drug cases.
It's how you happening now across Metro Atlanta.
These severe storms are now closing in.
We could be talking about damaging winds, hail, and
how you can plan ahead by knowing what's coming overhead.
Heavy storms are rolling in.
Expect pop-up thunderstorms and rain all day long.
And how you'll be weather ready wherever you are.
We expect at any moment a tornado warning could be issued.
The 11 Alive Storm Trackers. It's how you'll be prepared and stay safe. 11 Alive Morning News.
We began with breaking news this morning.
Is where you know what's happening now.
11 Alive is live on the scene.
Where you can confidently plan ahead.
This severe weather is intensifying.
By knowing what's coming overhead. And we're Atlanta's traffic expert.
We've seen delays almost 30 minutes worth of
helps you get there on time. Every time. 11 Alive Morning News is where you start the day prepared. Watch weekdays 5 to 7 a.m.
If you see breaking news or severe weather near you, snap it and share it using Near Me on the 11 Alive News app. Want to verify if something's true or false? Record your question and send it. Download the 11 Alive News app to use Near Me.
11 Alive News at 11 p.m. is where you find out what's happening now across Metro Atlanta.
We begin tonight with breaking news out of Cobb County, where a neighborhood is now
where you stay a step ahead of severe weather.
Our storm risk has now been upgraded to a...
And the only place where you can verify fact versus fiction.
11 Alive can verify that claim is false.
11 Alive News at 11 p.m. where you end the day ready to take on tomorrow.
Weather can't run from the 11 Alive Thunder Truck. A mobile weather center with the power and speed to chase down the strongest storms and bring you on-the-ground conditions. The 11 Alive Thunder Truck, sponsored by Landmark Dodge. Fighting social inequality is on all of us. That's why 11 Alive is committed to sharing diverse perspectives, exposing injustice, and finding solutions. Voices for Equality, sponsored by Georgia Power and our other partners.
The 11 Alive Storm Trackers. It's how you see weather happening now across Metro Atlanta.
These severe storms are now closing in.
We could be talking about damaging winds, hail, and
how you can plan ahead by knowing what's coming overhead.
Heavy storms are rolling in.
Expect pop-up thunderstorms and rain all day long.
And how you'll be weather ready wherever you are.
We expect at any moment a tornado warning could be issued.
The 11 Alive Storm Trackers. It's how you'll be prepared and stay safe. 11 Alive Morning News.
We began with breaking news this morning.
Is where you know what's happening now.
11 Alive is live on the scene.
Where you can confidently plan ahead.
This severe weather is intensifying.
By knowing what's coming overhead. And we're Atlanta's traffic expert.
We've seen delays almost 30 minutes worth of
helps you.
The city of Atlanta could all but stop prosecuting cases involving people caught with illegal psychedelic mushrooms.
11 Alive Doug Richards was live at City Hall with more on this measure that was just introduced. Doug?
Yeah, so advocates say that psychedelic mushrooms and similar substances have a long history through human history as being beneficial to humankind. They blame the 1960s and 70s for coming along, backlash against the Vietnam War protests and such, causing Congress and President Richard Nixon to enact the Controlled Substances Act. And here at Atlanta City Hall, there is a small effort to undermine at least a portion of that.
Psychedelics were seen as a threat.
Simone Gerges was among the folks asking the city council to stop enforcing laws that turn users of psychedelic mushrooms into criminals. They want the city to deprioritize prosecutions and let folks use the power of mushrooms and other entheogenic fungi to heal.
This is the answer to the global mental health and addiction crisis. I saw the healing capacities that depression and anxiety, trauma, did not have to be lifelong disorders that they carried with them.
Backers mimicked arguments used of late to advance the cause of medical marijuana, though in this case they did not back away from the mind-expanding qualities of natural psychedelics.
These traditional medicines truly change the neural pathways within our brains. They target the roots of so many imbalances rather than simply treating the symptoms.
And backers say they are part of a national movement to do this, and they have some evidence behind them. Voters in Washington, D.C. a couple of years ago overwhelmingly voted to decriminalize psychedelic mushrooms and other ethnogenic fungi. Live at City Hall, Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.
All right, Doug, thank you so much. Well, today, the largest health department in Metro Atlanta has begun offering the updated COVID-19 booster shot. It's a bivalent vaccine, which means it targets two different strains of the virus, the original one and the now dominant Omicron strain. Both Pfizer and Moderna are offering their own versions of this booster. Fulton only has Pfizer at this time. Cobb and Gwinnett's health departments have both Pfizer and Moderna, and DeKalb only has Pfizer but plans to soon have Moderna as well. Now, to be eligible for these boosters, 2 months need to have passed since your last COVID shot, or it has to have been 3 months since you were infected with the virus. The Pfizer booster is for people ages 12 and older. Moderna is for anyone 18 and older. Fulton County is currently working to inform people about the new booster.
We're doing a lot of campaigns to educate people, make sure people know about it, make sure people know where to get it, make sure it's easy for people to get by taking it to them.
And right now on 11alive.com, we have information from the 4 largest health departments in the Metro Atlanta area about where and how you can receive this newest booster shot.
All right, let's get back to Chris, talk about the weather. So, Chris, right now we're experiencing this cool down. I know it's still summer, but for some it still feels like fall.
Yeah, and we're going to have some of the coolest air since last May coming in tonight, and you'll be feeling that really early tomorrow morning. Thanks to the cold front, it has already moved through our area. It's still warm, but remember that cold front is the leading edge of the cooler air, and we'll start feeling those temperatures dropping tonight, as well as the drier air moving in with lower humidity. Now, the front does have some rain with it, nothing over our area, but as the front moves down to the south and east, it is causing a few of those showers and even a few thunderstorms that have just moved out of Putnam County and Greene County, continue to move along I-20. That'll get closer to the Augusta area. Hancock County seeing some of that. Lake Sinclair, Baldwin County, you've already had some of those showers that have moved through, and now behind this front we are drying out. Ahead of it, that's where we still have some of those showers and some storms, but behind it, it is going to be much nicer, not only for tonight, but we're going to have a pretty long stretch of dry weather. Here's a live look out there right now. Check it out in Blue Ridge. They are already seeing mainly clear skies right now. Temperatures there beginning to fall. And here at Hartsfield-Jackson, still a few clouds remain, but any of those lingering clouds out there right now will be clearing out through the evening hours tonight. Check out what's happening out there with these temperatures. As we go through the evening hours tonight, we fall into the 70s, and then by 11 o'clock, we may already be in the 60s. You see this green color here? That's that cooler air that's going to start sliding our way this evening and tonight. And then check out tomorrow morning. I'm going with a low in the upper 50s here. This model has 57, but look at Rome. You may even be down to 49. Blairsville at 46. You can see that much cooler air that we'll be experiencing. Again, the coolest that we've had since last May. And then in the afternoon tomorrow, moving back up into the 70s, even lower 80s for highs tomorrow afternoon, which will be a little bit below the average. So the blue color here indicates that drier air that's pushing all of that moisture out, and the rain chances move away. In fact, most of the state will be rain free as we go into Tuesday and also on Wednesday. But you'll notice here the moisture tries to build back in on Saturday. We don't think this is going to be any rain for us on Saturday, but a few more clouds around. The humidity levels start building back in for the weekend too, and those temperatures move back back up a little bit too. So we will see this being a brief little taste of fall, but that drier air, this is a look at the dew points graph, which is the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. Very comfortable feel to the air as we go through the end of the week and the weekend. Where you're really going to be noticing that change will be in the mornings. Tomorrow morning, 58 degrees against the coolest that we've had since May, and then those morning lows start coming back up a little bit. 64 will be our warmest morning, if you want to call it that, but still, that feels pretty nice out there for this time of year. Afternoon highs also go up a little bit. We're going to go with 11s on the wazometer. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, a perfect 11 there with those nice, comfortable mornings, nice afternoons too. A few more clouds though Friday, Saturday, bringing us back to a 10. Climbing back up to near 90 though by Monday. So the warm weather is not finished yet. We'll be up to 88 Monday with mostly sunny skies.
All right, Chris, looks good. Thank you so much. Well, who even wants to talk about it? Because what could be said about that Falcons game from Sunday? There was some criticism over the handling of the fourth quarter, and head coach Arthur Smith is responding. What he had to say next.
Start the day prepared. Weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m.
If you see breaking news or severe weather near you, snap it and share it using Near Me on the 11 Alive News app. Want to verify if something's true or false? Record your question and send it. Download the 11 Alive News app to use Near Me.
11 Alive News at 11 p.m. is where you find out what's happening now across Metro Atlanta.
We begin tonight with breaking news out of Cobb County, where a neighborhood is now...
Where you stay a step ahead of severe weather.
Our storm risk has now been upgraded to a...
And the only place where you can verify fact versus fiction.
11 Alive can verify that claim is false.
11 Alive News at 11 p.m. Where you end the day ready to take on tomorrow.
Weather can't run from the 11 Alive Thunder Truck. A mobile weather center with the power and speed to chase down the strongest storms and bring you on-the-ground conditions. The 11 Alive Thunder Truck, sponsored by Landmark Dodge. Fighting social inequality is on all of us. That's why 11 Alive is committed to sharing diverse perspectives, exposing injustice, and finding solutions. Voices for Equality, sponsored by Georgia Power and our other partners.
The 11 Alive Storm Trackers. It's how you see weather happening now across Metro Atlanta.
These severe storms are now closing in.
We could be talking about damaging winds, hail, and
how you can plan ahead by knowing what's coming overhead.
Heavy storms are rolling in.
Expect pop-up thunderstorms and rain all day long.
And how you'll be weather ready wherever you are.
We expect at any moment a tornado warning could be issued.
The 11 Alive Storm Trackers. It's how you'll be prepared and stay safe. 11 Alive Morning News.
We began with breaking news this morning.
Is where you know what's happening now.
11 Alive is live on the scene.
Where you can confidently plan ahead.
This severe weather is intensifying.
By knowing what's coming overhead. And we're Atlanta's traffic expert.
We've seen delays almost 30 minutes worth of
helps you get there on time.
I'm Rick Garney with an 11 Live Sports Update. It is the day after another memorable game in the Falcons-Saints rivalry. A 17-point fourth quarter rally for the Saints and a 1-point win. Today, Arthur Smith said the team did not change its approach in those final 15 minutes. He gave credit to the other guys.
We were playing our game plan. It wasn't all of a sudden we got into some umbrella prevent defense, or we all of a sudden got in the goal line and tried to hand off, fullback